Hi everyone, welcome back to Nova Collectibles. First off, just want to say massive thank you for all the support of the channel and on the website. I think we're around 720 odd subscribers, so 1,000 subscribers is in reach. So if you are watching this and you haven't liked and subscribed, then please do. And it's quite an exciting one for me personally. When I started the channel, I really wanted to be doing like monthly and regularly CGC send-off and CGC returns. Hasn't quite worked out that way for various reasons, but moving forward I will be offering from either the end of this month or March, further details to be confirmed, I will be offering CGC send-off via my website, and this is my first ever customer CGC send-off, so that's really exciting. And like I said, when I get into the rhythm that we have, like ones going and coming back on a monthly basis. So yeah, this is a bumper CGC submission with a focus on Hulk and Moon Knight. Some keys, some minor keys, and we'll talk about them all here. I've got my notes to the right of me here, and we'll talk about them all. So we'll start off at the back. This is Hulk 257. There you go, nice Bronze Age Hulk. Now, this is the first appearance of the Arabian Knight, as you can see there, and the War Wagon. This is a minor key, really nice Bronze Age issue, and it is decent condition. There's various things to this for various send-offs, various reasons to get submitted. 256 goes with it, a nice little run. That is the first full appearance of Sabra. 255 isn't the key, but it is a nice, just keeps the little run going. And 254, the first appearance of the UFOs, which is quite a brilliant name. Now, like you said, there's lots of various reasons to get CGC stuff submitted. There's value, there's the key importance, there's protection, but also it's really a case of what you want to do. Having a little run like this, they're good covers, they're nice covers, they're good little run together, and I think that, you know, that's important. You get things done for different reasons, so, you know, consider this all when you are submitting to CGC. What are you doing? Are you preserving the value? Are you preserving its condition? Is it just an iconic cover that you love? Is it just something you enjoy? Do you have memories in it? You know, there's many different reasons. So, you know, don't always necessarily look at keys and go, oh yeah, this is a big book, it needs to be slabbed, or oh, this isn't the big book, so there's no point slabbing it. It really is a personal choice. Do your research is what I'd say. Do your research, and do what you want to do at the end of the day. But yeah, so we'll continue diving in. Hulk 199 with Doc Sampson. There's a majority of the Hulk. 163 is the first appearance of the Gremlin. Now 162, I believe, the one before that, isn't here. That is the first appearance of Doc Sampson. Pretty significant book, but you know, all these little characters, like the way that speculation goes, sometimes it could be quite ridiculous. Such a small character like the Gremlin, no pun intended on small character, could have a small cameo somewhere and suddenly it's just blown up. Now this is a nice book. Hulk 118. So I believe this is 16 issues into the Hulk run, because you had 1 to 6, and then it went to Tales to Astonish, and Hulk wasn't done for a while. And then from 102, it came back, and it was the Hulk 118. Now this is seen as an iconic Hulk versus Namor battle cover. Namor, obviously, a character that many people are expecting to be in the MCU sooner rather than later. Black Panther 2, there's a lot of speculation that he's going to appear there. I think he probably was going to be the main villain, but then the passing of Chadwick Boseman and stuff's obviously flipped it around a little bit, and need to talk about the Black Panther moving forward, so it might not be as big of a villain there. It might just be a tease, I don't know, we'll see. But Namor's definitely coming, I think that's uncertain, that's for certain. And then this one, the last one, not the last Hulk book, but the last Hulk book of the Bronze Run, 115, a brilliant leader cover. I absolutely love this cover. In terms of key, there's no key to it in particular, but it is just a gorgeous cover. I love the bright colours and the Hulk logo. Honestly, I think the Incredible Hulk logo is probably one of the best in comics, with the brick and the Boken brick. That's very good. And now we will go into Moon Knight as the second part of this. So we've got newsstand with Wolverine. Well, Wolverine does not appear in this comic. Punisher and Moon Knight. See a lot of spec going on at the moment on Moon Knight. Moon Knight 35. Now, this is the first appearance of Randall Spector, the brother of Mark Spector, Moon Knight, who becomes Shadow Knight. Now, whether that has significance in the Moon Knight series remains to be seen. We may have a teaser for Shadow Knight. We may just have like a teaser of Randall, not necessarily an actual appearance as Shadow Knight, not necessarily going to become Shadow Knight, but you might just get mentioned as Randall, my brother Randall, sort of thing. So that's interesting. This is a great cover. This is an Infinity Crusade crossover. This is inspired by the Amazing Spider-Man 300, and it is just a great cover. I love that. I believe there's there might be a Shattered Comics one of that, but the Moon Knight cover all broken is great there. But I feel like there might be a Shattered Comics or something like that. But great cover. Moon Knight 58. Now, there is some spec around this. People that use Key Collector Comics will be well aware of it. I'm not a massive fan on specking in general because I think it just gets a bit ridiculous sometimes. But, you know, some people love it. The first appearance of the Hellbent, Ripper, Crunch, and Vault. Now, Ripper in particular is said to have significance in terms of the Moon Knight series that coming out. There's a lot of speculation that Ripper of the Hellbent will be a big villain, so to speak. So if that is the case, then don't be surprised if that issue shoots up in value, a bit like the West Coast Avengers, the White Vision sort of thing like that. You know, it's, I don't know. You know what I'm like with that. I've said it in terms of spec. It's not too big on them, but now we got some bigger spec books to say. I'm sure you've seen this before. This one is very, very popular at the moment. Hulk 449, the first appearance of the Thunderbolts. Now, the Thunderbolts, this is from 1997, so it's a modern book, but the Thunderbolts are one of the angles that many feel, myself included, the MCU is going down. Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers sort of route. We've seen it. We've seen a few introductions. We've seen the introduction of the other Captain America. His name escapes me for the time being. You know, Yelena, Black Widow, all these sort of like the anti-Avengers. Whether it's going to be Dark Avengers, Thunderbolts, potentially the Illuminati, although that's a bit different. These anti-hero opposite Avengers sort of team is in the running, and Thunderbolts is massively spec'd to be a contender amongst that. And the other one kind of goes into it. This is Hulk #1, first appearance of the Red Hulk. Now, the Red Hulk, again, probably going to appear at some point. We've seen Thaddeus Ross. He's probably going to be tied into this whole Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers sort of spin. Whether we see him become the Red Hulk, because obviously the actor is quite a bit older, remains to be seen. There's also talk about, you know, whether a potential appearance of Red Hulk in the She-Hulk series. You know, there's all sorts of angles that can go down. This is a book that's blown up in recent years and is very, very popular. And another one which I personally would love to see in the MCU because I love the whole story. Hulk, Future Imperfect, #1, the first appearance of Maestro. For those who don't know, Maestro is basically who Hulk turns to and he takes over the world, essentially. The Maestro series that was a couple of years ago is great. Had the introduction of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. He had there's all sorts of stuff. It was a great series, and that sort of thing is like Hulk decides he goes a bit rogue. It's one of his many personas. Really, really interesting angle. But yeah, so this is the first of the Nova Collectibles customer CGC submission. So these are all going off to be, some of them will be pressed and cleaned, then all going to CGC. They'll be back here, so you can see them unboxed with the grades here before being sent on to our lovely customer. Moving forward, as said, more details to be confirmed on this, but the plan is I'm basically going to be doing a monthly send-off, and I'll have a shut-off at either the end of the month or the beginning of the month, so that the payday brackets hit. We'll basically send the books to me, they get sent off, they'll all come back, they'll all be done. And, you know, I've had a few people ask me about this before, and I'm really excited to open that up and have monthly send-offs with you guys, with some of my books as well, and your books, and it is great. So if you are interested in being a part of that, hearing about that and all the details, subscribe to the channel, check us out at vanova-collectibles.com. We're also on Instagram, Vanova Collectibles, got a Facebook page and a Facebook group, so join them. All the details will be coming out there, but they will also be said here. So yeah, do get involved. And a bit of a swift one today, we've got another video coming this Friday, which will be pre-recorded, and then the house move. So after this Friday, the next video you will see will be in an entirely different house, and you'll see some stuff there as I create my office and my comic room. So yeah, some good stuff coming. So thanks a lot, everyone, and I will see you guys next time.